I promise you that the more time you spend in the energy of unconditional love, the easier your life will get. Okay? It may not get easier right away, but it's going to get easier eventually, and then it'll stay that way because you're no longer selecting conditional love as an option. Okay, but in the beginning, obviously, it's going to be a little painful because you're having to untangle a knot within you, a K-N-O-T, a knot within you, where you were previously loving yourself conditionally, and now you're undoing that knot, okay? So when you start taking your power back and you start loving yourself unequivocally, your life might get a little bumpier for a while, but then you'll be in the clear and you'll see the light. And you'll finally understand that the suffering that we endured in this life was based on the conditioning that we received from the schooling system, from our families, from our friends, or trying to please them. All of it usually points back to your family. But once you start taking your power back and finding your own voice, your own truth, and you love yourself in the way that you need to be loved, no one gets to tell you what love is. Only you can decide what love is. Once you take your power back in that way, of course, everything's going to break loose. Of course, you're going to see people fall away. Of course, you're going to have fights with people or arguments with people in your life. Of course, people are going to start pointing the finger at you. Of course, you might lose a job or two, but it doesn't matter. You have to hold true to unconditional love. Okay? Unconditional love has been with you even when you were in your darkest hour. It's always been there with you, cheering you on, supporting you, keeping your heart beating. So unconditional love is the most reliable source that we have available to us. And all we have to do is learn how to be in relationship with it. That's all. Okay, when you mess up, I'm really sorry I did that to myself. I'm really sorry I judged someone else. Or I'm really sorry I hurt someone else. You're learning, you're growing. That is a relationship with yourself, or you could say with the universe, or with unconditional love. And you're going to find that your life gets better. Why? Because suffering cannot exist in unconditional love. It only exists in conditional love. All of the suffering that you've endured in your life is a product of your parents not loving you the right way. You want to forgive them while still being aware that, yeah, they probably weren't equipped yet to be a parent. How many of your parents have gone to therapy? Not a lot, right? How many of your parents read books before they became parents or asked you how they could better treat you? Not a lot, right? So we have to be so aware that we've been conditionally loved and conditioned by a society that encourages conditional love, that encourages wars, that encourages arguments, that encourages all these things that are so disempowering. So as you take your power back, you're going to see that unconditional love is the answer. It's all there really is. Everything outside of unconditional love is a game of suffering.